People in the park are enjoying themselves. The cool air gives everyone a refreshing feeling. Families and friends spend time together. The view of the lake and the mountain behind it gives a complete picture of the beautiful Earth we live in. The Earth's system consists of four main interconnected components: geosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere. These components interact with each other to form a continuously changing system. The geosphere is considered that portion of the Earth's system that includes the Earth's interior, rocks and minerals and landforms. The biosphere consists of a variety of life forms, such as humans, animals, plants, and microorganisms. The hydrosphere includes all the water on or near the Earth's surface: the oceans, lakes, rivers, wetlands, icebergs, glaciers, and clouds. The ocean can be divided into three zones. In the surface zone, the water is very shallow and light can penetrate it. This makes it suitable as a habitat for plants. The midnight zone has little or no light. It is difficult for plants to live at this depth, but this level of depth becomes the habitat for large marine animals, such as giant squids and various species of whales. The dark zone is very deep, and no light can reach it. Therefore, most animals in this zone have shimmering bodies, or bodies that glow in the dark. The Earth's surface is surrounded by a layer of air known as the atmosphere. The atmosphere consists of 5 layers: the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. The troposphere is the layer of air in which all living organisms breathe. Wind blows, and weather phenomena such as winds, clouds, rain, and storms occur. The stratosphere is where aircrafts fly. It is also where the ozone layer is found. The mesosphere is the middle layer of the atmosphere, where meteors that fall to Earth burn up. The thermosphere, which is also called ionosphere, is where communication satellites orbit the Earth. The exosphere, the highest layer, is extremely thin and is where the atmosphere merges with outer space. It is composed of very widely dispersed particles of hydrogen and helium. Eight-year-old Michael is playing in the little stream beside his house. The water comes out from a spring in the ground and flows gently down a slope. He places a yellow ping-pong ball in the water and watches as it floats gently downstream. "I wonder where the ping-pong ball will end up," says Michael. His dad, who is standing beside him, answers, "Maybe in the ocean." Michael looks up at his dad and asks, "How is that possible?" "The water from this stream will flow into a bigger river," his dad answers. "The river water will eventually flow into a lake or a sea. If it flows into a sea, it will finally join up with the ocean. And so too will the ping-pong ball as it gets carried by the water." "Wow," exclaims Michael. "I never knew that all these waters are connected. The water from this spring, this stream, the river, the lake, the sea, and the ocean are all examples of surface water," continues his dad. Surface water is water on the Earth's surface and is visible. However, the source of this spring water is from under the ground. When rain falls onto the ground, some of it will flow on the surface into streams and rivers and form surface water. Some will seep into the ground and fill up the spaces in between the soil particles. Over time, more and more water accumulates under the ground. This underground water, which is not visible, forms an aquifer. The top of this underground water is called a water table. Some of this underground water may flow out and form a spring like this, says his dad. Is this water drinkable? Asks Michael. Well, that depends, answers his dad. If there's no contamination and not much dissolved salts, then it's fit for drinking. Can you see the little fish swimming in this stream? That shows that this water is safe. But to be on the safe side, it's always advisable to boil it first to kill any germs that may be in the water, cautions his dad. The planet Earth is full of wonders and beautiful places. Every year, a lot of people travel to experience these beautiful places. Now, it is also time to travel beyond the rocky surface of the Earth. What can we see beneath it, and what is it made up of? The Earth may be divided into 3 layers based on composition. These are the crust, mantle, and core. The crust is a thin, solid, rocky layer made of igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. The mantle is the thickest layer made of dense rocks which mostly contain the elements of silicon, oxygen, iron, and magnesium. The core is the innermost layer made of metals such as iron and nickel. The Earth's layers can also be divided based on their properties. The layers are lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere, outer core, and inner core. The lithosphere is a solid and is made of a rigid crust and an upper mantle. The asthenosphere, or middle mantle, is made of hot molten magma. The mesosphere, or lower mantle, is more rigid than the asthenosphere due to the mesosphere's much higher pressure. The outer core has higher temperatures, which melt the materials into a molten liquid state. The inner core has high pressures that change the liquid core to a solid state. Those are the wonders beyond the Earth's surface which are part of this planet that we live on. Of all the planets in our solar system, only Earth is able to sustain life. This is because of the presence of suitable physical conditions required for life, such as air, sunlight, suitable temperature, water, and soil. Therefore, we must take good care of our planet, not only for us, but for future generations.